And you're there.
Yeah, we are there.
Hello, everybody, and hello, Karine.
Hello, Selena. It is such an honor to be with you today.
Such a pleasure and such an excitement. And
Yes.
for those who are watching for the first time or who don't know what they are watching, well, welcome to Uplifters, a new series of videos dedicated to people who have made their life choice to uplift people on their way towards becoming more of who they be, more consciousness in the world, more pixie dust of magic everywhere. And
Wow.
Ha! And you are one of those absolutely fabulous guests, Karine Champagne.
Yes.
Thank you for accepting the invitation. And just because I spoke about sparkles and pixie dust, there is something I would like to start with. I would like to show people a gift that I received through my mailbox, a few days ago. It traveled a long way. This
Yes.
is your book. This is your book. Dust Can Wait. La
Yeah.
poussière peut attendre.
Yes.
And when it reached me, it came with this swirl of sparkles. I had glitters all over, from head to toe and in my underwear. I don't know how it landed there.
I'm all honored to be there everywhere.
And it was such a sweet surprise, such a I get the shivers all over when I think about it because I knew, it's getting everywhere. It's getting, and I said, let it be.
Yeah.
I don't want this glitter to go away. So thank you so much for this first impression, which nobody wants to shake off.
No.
And for this on, from this moment on, Karine, who are you? And why can't the dust wait?
Yeah. Well, this is the title I chose because of my mom that passed away 2 years ago. And she never made the dust wait because it was for her very, very, very important to have a very clean house. I was pissed when I was young to see her always like making everything perfect. And she was saying, it's so clean. We could eat. How do you say that?
Lick the floor.
We could lick the floor. Yeah, it's so clean. We could lick the floor. So we never did that. Who cares about licking the floor? Or at least let me try once. And she passed, and I just told myself, there's so many things. She took her energy to just clean the house, and she never took her energy to expand her potency.
Mm.
It was more important to have a house clean so she would not be judged of not
Oh,
being a good mom.
mm.
And this is why I wrote that book. And I wanted to put some glimpse and some sparkle about everything else we can choose. It's okay to have a clean house, but not before being so potent, so light, so sparkle, so happy. And then you clean if you
and
want
and
to.
this is beautiful. And then you clean if you want to. And there's also another thing that comes to my mind. I have this thing with the dishes. Oh, oh no, you're
Ooh,
there. Are
yeah.
you there? You
Yeah.
froze.
Okay.
You froze.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was
Mom,
speaking
clean.
about the dishes and you froze. Good.
Mom, don't be too potent today, okay? Just
But
leave us make our interview.
sweet mom of Karine, we totally appreciate you being here and being so excited that we finally speak about the clean house.
Yeah.
we, are, we appreciate that. And I add to the discussion the dishes because I have this fixed idea in my head that I cannot start my day if the dishes are not clean. So if in the morning I wake up and I see this, mess,
Yeah.
I get upset. But
Yeah.
how should I say? I went a bit further and I taught my children how to do that
Yeah.
because I'm the
That's good.
lazy one,
Yeah, that's good. I'm a lazy one too. And I really
right?
enjoy being lazy.
How much more is available to us when we allow ourselves to be lazy?
I
And
like that. This is so wow. Because
I
we're
know.
always talking about the performance and reaching high goals and working and working. No, I just want to enjoy being lazy.
And it's, but it's, yes, let's say this is okay. So let's reframe it a bit. It's not the laziness that you just stay there and expect everything to work out for you without lifting a finger. We're
Mm.
speaking of that laziness when we have done our everything that we could have been doing. We have been everything we could have been, and now it's time to finally take a deep breath. And you know what? The sun rises tomorrow, and I
Yeah.
know that I've been part of that journey.
Oh, this is so well said. So beautiful. And you leave the parts to your husband, your kids, your friends. I'm not going to save anyone. I will effectively do my best and then rest.
Yeah, that I love that. I love that. Ooh, ah. But
Oh,
wait. We're not going to be lazy today. We are going to
no.
talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And the reason I invited you is not only the book, because I knew you before the book. The book is just sort of a pinnacle of whatever I have perceived in you the first time that we met. We met somewhere around 3 years back, right?
Yeah, in Houston, Texas, I think,
In
or
Houston,
Washington.
and then in Copenhagen, and
Yeah.
then in Brazil. We
Brazil.
met, we met places, and we were
Yeah.
just, I remember looking at you like, wow, this woman. Wow. Wow. And then I didn't have words for it. I was
Really?
kind of really afraid to approach you somehow.
Really?
Be- yes, because I knew there was more than just met my eyes, and I didn't have words for it.
Wow.
So, Karine, where did you start? Because I know you were kind of a public figure. You still are. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
And you had a job and
Yeah.
you had responsibilities,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden everything changed and the new Karine started to emerge. And I'm
Yeah.
going to go to the book with a few bits and pieces which touched my heart.
Yeah.
So let's start somewhere to have this
Yeah.
thread.
Well, I always knew that I had a voice. Since I was 3, 4, 5, I always knew I would um, work with my voice, work with what I have to say, work with what can I see, what can I resume. I knew I would be talking in my life. And first, the only thing I thought I could do would be being a reporter, news anchor, read the news on TV. So this is what I chose to start, everything. So let's talk. What can I do if I talk? And I remember making a choice. I was 8. I'm going to be the most serious woman of the world.
The most serious woman of the world. What would that be?
you know, Very strong, very like not smiling and saying, "Good evening, everybody. It has been a nightmare, everyone, everywhere on the planet." And, like having this intensity. This is really what I chose because I remember, it's through our consciousness when we're young. Probably I was making fun and making some jokes, and my dad was tired or pissed. I don't know. Said, "You stop having fun." So I said, "Oh, it's dangerous to have too much fun.
Oh my
So
God.
let me be serious." But he was just tired. He was just a tired man at that time, maybe headache or something. But I made a choice that day. I was 7 or 8. I remember it. And then I became this reporter. I became serious. I became a workaholic. I became someone dressing very straight, having straight hair, and like, "Good night, hello. This is very dangerous. Hi, there has been a murder here," and I was really serious. It was fun. I still really enjoyed it. And I remember making a choice. I was repeat on the news channel at one time. So I was always repeating the same thing over and over and over and over. And we were always live. And I remember asking myself, well, I could just leave my energy out and like start strong at 6 a.m. and finish really tired at 11 and not being like bubbly, even if I was reading the news. And I say, what energy can I be? And I didn't know anything about consciousness at that time, or questions, or, well, I knew about questions. I didn't know it was a way of life. I didn't
That
acknowledge it. That's a
Yeah,
big difference. Yeah.
that's the big difference.
When I heard about access consciousness the first time, I said, okay, but I did that at that point. I did that. Oh, I chose that. I know that. I chose that. So I used those words, but I didn't know it was consciousness or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. So when I was reading the news, I was asking myself, how can I say hello that people that never saw me, even if I'm tired and I've been repeating all those news, would be touched by myself, would
Wow.
enjoy watching me, would say, wow, she has a lot of energy, even though I was reading the news. So, consciousness was maybe in my way while I was reading the news. And then I went through depression, that what we call depression in this reality. Maybe it was just myself being so tired of lying to myself. I don't
I
think.
would, I would, I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would like to stop for 1 second at
Yeah.
this gift of depression that we so rapidly go into. Oh, it's so bad, it's so bad. Let's get a pill.
Yeah. I got the pills.
Me too. At some
Yeah.
point, to
Yeah.
me, it was like shorter period of time,
Yeah.
but this is like, wow, what an opening towards something else. Because when you're down there and you don't know how to get out of there, you somehow life compels you to look for something that's you.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
how was it for you? How was it for you? Because I know this was the turning point.
Yeah. It was great. When the doctor told me you have depression, I said, I'm having something. I'm not crazy. There's not, I would say there's something wrong about me. It's not totally that, but there's something that can explain right now what's going on.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling that it was a privilege to be home, a privilege to see start exploring something else, being home in the morning, having time, crying, being tired, and asking myself, okay, what do I do next? If this kind of job make me sick, because I knew it was a job, and it's not because you're reading bad news, it's just because I was lying to myself. I didn't want to do that. So, okay, if this makes me sick, am I going back there? The energy said, no way, you're not going back there. I said, okay, what can I do? What can I attract? What can I create? And there's this big, huge gift of possibilities that open in front of me.
Yeah, and I'm like, you said something like, I was just for a second
Yeah.
there in my life when you look, okay, if you see that energy is no longer going there.
Yeah.
And sometimes some of us still convince us that no, 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 we have the best job, we are paid, we have to go back there. For me, it was a huge step when I chose no longer to go there. But I know how scared I was. I also knew that scare was not the right word back then, because it was actually the excitement of not knowing what's coming, but knowing that so much more is available over there.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, so from that depression, you took the gold nugget. It became a book
Yeah.
at the end, not at the end, somewhere along the road.
Yeah.
But you also became a coach,
Yeah.
and you also became a facilitator,
Yeah.
and you're also very into communication with the whole world. I will
Yes.
say with an S. I'm not going to close it down to one world. So how did this emergence happen? How was it? Do you remember the first time when you communicated with your, I wanted to say with your guys, but it's with your guides, but with your guides?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I always had it, but I didn't know it was that. I have no explanation. It's like the question I used when I was 8, 10, 12, 15. No, I remember when I wanted to go to college, just before I wanted to go to college. And it was a very college, very popular, and they were only taking 200 people. And we were maybe 1,000, like making our appliance to go there to be reporter. And I just asked him, what can I do to make sure that I'm accepted? And I had just those ideas coming, and I wrote a letter and I maybe made something else and I got accepted. So when I think about being able to talk to bigger, I could narrow it to, oh yeah, one day, or just explore and acknowledge that, but you've been always doing that. You're
Yeah.
making it significant when you want to explain one moment, but maybe sometimes I chose not to. I remember asking one time, give me a break. I don't want to hear anything. It shut down. And I was shut down. They say, okay, you don't want to hear us? Shut down. Because it was overwhelming. I didn't know how to play with that. And then I felt like depressive. It was not depression. It was just a feeling. It's like, I feel naked. There's something missing. What's happening? Say, oh, I said close the channel. And I didn't say for how long. I just wanted the weekend off. I
I,
forgot to say, please tune in,
open up.
open
Oh,
up. Yeah.
I get the chills because this is so powerful. You ask,
Yeah.
but you got it, but then you forgot to ask again. And how many of us do that? I would like this, I would like that. We get it, we get over it because it happened somehow, and we forget about the second
But
part, to ask each and every day for something
yeah.
different, something more, something, something that's going to uplift us.
Yeah. And yesterday I was I'm playing with a master class that will be on October 30th about transition. I want to talk about death because when my mom passed away, I didn't want to say read the normal stuff about death. I just wanted something else like, okay, she's dead now. She's not there, but her spirit is still there. Body is not there, but let's see. So Tanya is work with me and she said, okay, tell me what's transition. And I just close my ask and I ask the guides, what's transition? I say, what it was something like leaving something you know to go to something you don't know or you cannot imagine what it is. And I just got shivers and I just, what is that? What happened? And sometimes I still get surprised about the
Yeah.
answers. And sometimes my team are translating or writing down what I said and I say, wow, where did you get that? I read the text. I said, where did you get that? And she says, you said that. I say, did I say that? How come I don't remember?
Yeah,
This is
well,
so wonderful to be even surprised by yourself, but what you
yeah.
say or what you can get. Does that
I
make
s-
sense?
it does, and I watched a few of your live, I don't know how to call them, check-ins. Let's call them check-ins,
Yeah.
live check-ins with on Instagram or on Facebook Live, and I love it when you just swoosh with the with whatever is there, and I'm like, oh, I love this. Now, hang on to your surfing board. Now we're going. Now we're going. If you're afraid of water, you're not in the right place to be. And then you get splashed all over with all those glitters that splashed over me from your book. And then I was like, what is it for you to go from a very serious face to a very less serious
Yeah.
appearance?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful to be everything. It's wonderful not judging anything, whether it's the serious or what we could say not serious. And being like allowing yourself, for me in my universe, is a delicious sensation. It's shivers, it's being hot, it's no, it's being dizzy a little bit. It just go, oh wow. This can be what we can access. Is this really for me? All this knowledge, all this curiosity, all this energy. And while preparing with you, I was just hearing, be willing to be wrong. That's okay.
Wow.
You don't have to prove anything. Just tell people, maybe I'm wrong, but it's so delicious.
Ah, maybe I'm wrong, but it's so delicious.
Yeah. So who
You know,
cares? You know? Yeah.
this makes me think of, well, however you put it, however you take it, you're always going to be wrong for somebody. But what if you're not wrong for yourself? And this is the most important thing. What
Yes.
what the rest? Okay, they
Okay.
can do whatever they want, but they can pick up that sparkle. They can leave the sparkle on, the glitter on, and walk with a head up, because you said something. I don't know where I marked it or not. Something you were saying in your book, which was something like
I
you
was
were
running.
running the marathon,
Yeah.
and at some point you felt defeated, like after 20 kilometers. For guys, if you know French, please take this book. And it's like, let me put it like this, it's like sparkles of life that some of us get under dust, and then all of a sudden they start to glitter. It's like, I ran the marathon with you. I ran the half marathon, and what you were writing there was so spot on. I get the shivers. And
Yeah,
so,
me too. Thank you for that.
yeah. So when you say that you were all defeated and you started to go into, oh, I didn't do enough, I didn't this, that, and you started looking around, and it was this boy who was amputated and
Yeah.
cheering you up,
Yeah.
and you that, and then you said something which, funnily enough, it doesn't spring from the pages right now, but you said something like, it's when you lift your head from your belly that you start perceiving the
Everything.
beauty all around.
Yeah.
So please, more on this.
Yeah. You know, when we say, well, I'm not it's like, have see what it makes in your body. I'm not doing enough. I'm not that. I'm not enough. This is not good. And you just like, physically I can feel it. You're just like this. And when you just open your eyes, and it's all about anything and everything. I have a client who's having chemotherapy, and really struggling about everything, and she's pissed, and that's okay. But how about looking at others who made something so wonderful with that? What if you were chosen because your soul is strength, is strong? What if it was a choice of making so good in the society or for your kids? Like, stop like being here and see how it goes when you go there.
Yeah,
Makes
even when you just said, it was like, uh
yeah.
I
And
lifted up with you.
and at the end of our life, maybe we're gonna be laughing and say, we were talking about things that didn't exist and we were wrong, but gee, we had so much fun during that life. Or maybe we're gonna be waiting for one at the other on the other side, and giving it a high five, say, we rock this life. We knew there was something else, and we rock it. Yeah. Are we going back? Hell yeah, it's gonna be
Hell yeah.
easier next life.
Let's go to the version 2.0, 5.0,
Yeah. And how
whichever
about
is
being
following.
twins? We're gonna be two. It's gonna be easier.
No, then we are going to have a lot of fights. No, no, no. Let's keep it friendly.
And what if we were great twins?
Exactly. What if whatever we choose doesn't have to fall into a set cliche of whatever we learned from other people that things should be. I
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is another thing that you were talking about, and you were talking about. I mean, your whole book is like vibrating with life experiences,
Yeah.
and none of them is one to tell people, oh, it's so difficult.
No.
Every single line that you wrote is about, hey, it can be like this, but it can be like this.
Yeah.
Which one are you choosing?
Yeah.
And I want you to tell us about your look, your hair, your everything, everything. You're no longer what you used to be. So, and I'll tell you later why. I'll tell you later why. But I want you
Okay.
to give us the story
Well, about turning gray, about
about the ageless goddess.
ageless goddess. Yeah. I got a point in my life. I'm 40, almost 48. And I was looking at
You
my
are.
skin. I'm almost 48. Yeah.
You are. Mm.
Yeah. And I was looking at my skin, and I was judging my skin because I was hearing my mom. who was a
Mhm.
so fabulous woman, judging the way that she was aging. And then I started to have fun with that. Say, what if I didn't judge myself for that? What if I was honoring my skin changing, my face changing, and how can I have more fun with that? So when COVID hit and everything shut down, I say, what a great moment to turn gray. Like, let's see what's happening, and let's see what can I do with my body without having an etiquette of what it is being 48, what it is to be 50, what it is to be 55. Say, what do you want for now? What do you want? And he wants to be so sexy, and he wants to be more vibrant, more colorful, more like, show your boobs, show your hair, show your arms, don't hide me, don't hide me. And it's like the potency going through my body saying, you cannot hide anything anymore.
What? You cannot hide anything anymore. Oh, but
Oh
this
yeah.
now. Oh,
Ouch.
okay. So I will do the U-turn here. Something like you were supposed to be serious. When
Yeah.
you're serious, you kind of hide a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So let me ask you one thing. How does play come into being here? Because we call this let's play. So where is this, where do they overlap, being serious with playing, and you can no longer hide it?
When you say it, I got shivers. We have to play more together, you know? We have clearly we have to make something up together. Yeah, we talked about ageless goddess a few weeks ago or a few months ago. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but you light me up. You know, you're an uplifter for me.
Thank you for that.
You're a huge uplifter for me. The way you see life, the way you talk, the way you just get all the words, the way you get the energy, the way you translate it with words, even if there's no words. This is huge.
Thank you. I'm going to use the exercise that you're in the book for the next 24 hours. You just say thank you. You make it your mission to
Yeah.
stop there. You just say thank you. Even if there is so much resistance in your world, this is a task. And you just say thank you. So
Thank you.
right now, I'm fully in the exercise and saying
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for receiving. And you know, it makes when you say thank you like that and telling me what's in your head, it gives me so much space because you're not resisting to anything. You say, come, even if there's a little bit, an inch maybe, it's just thank you. So, oh, thank
Yeah.
you for receiving me.
Yeah.
You're not blocking anything. And we can feel the energy change. You know, oh, thank you for that. You're making so much more space to play. You're not judging yourself for being that. You're just receiving the totally of you. Whoa.
And I guess that when that happens, everybody's more willing to receive more of the thank yous they have been told, they have been, they would have liked to receive and didn't know why.
Yeah.
Because this is, to me, this is like a true uplifter to me. This is the definition, the serious definition.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh, yeah.
is the one that's actually leaving sparkles wherever they go without expecting anybody to pick them up, leave them on, dust them off.
No.
Just leave them there. And when the moment comes, they will just,
And they're always there.
exactly. And I would like to thank you in particular for one thing that you wrote in your book.
Yeah.
You were, I mean, I've been going through a book, and I said, book, please tell me, what is it that we are going to talk about? Because it started with this. It's like this playful invitation to have a dive, look what's in there for you.
Yeah.
And then, okay, we'll do that.
Oh,
and
hi, Augusta.
and the thing was like this. You were saying about the relationship with your man
Yes.
and how you met him. Delicious. I'm not going to spoil the
Yeah.
moment of ah. And then you said after 17 years you were reaching these moments when everything went into judgment. And let's be honest, how many of us past the 3 weeks of, the 21 days of full bliss, we go into this is not working, this is not working, he should do this, I should that, blah, blah, blah. And we forget to have gratitude for one each
Yeah.
other. We forget to ask questions, as you said.
Yeah.
We know them, but we never ask them because somehow we settle in.
Yeah.
And then at some point, you gave your husband an ultimatum of 48 hours. You said, this has to change
Now,
now. And then you were talking about one question, which in French, figure-toi, think about this.
yeah.
My husband was sitting across the table, and I asked him, so, what did you like about me in the beginning that I'm no longer doing that and you would like me to do it again?
You ask him, what did he
I
say?
did. He didn't say anything, and it's his birthday. I said, "You know what? Let's have a celebration today, a different one." And he looked at me and he said, "I honestly don't know." And I said, "You know what? Ultimatum from Karine. You have 2 hours to figure it out."
And my husband said, coffee, make me coffee.
Yeah.
And making coffee is not something big, but I just read between the lines that he want me to show him the way I show him how I love him by preparing little things. And it was transformative so much. Next morning, alarm rings. I just go, get out of the bed and make coffee.
Yeah.
So I could just, there you go. I love you and I want you to have this coffee. It was
I
great.
to
Yeah.
me it was like I care enough about you to wake up 5 minutes earlier, even if
Yes.
it's precious, and start all over again with, yeah. I so thank you for that.
Yeah.
This is
Thank you.
like the the nugget that you open the book and you
Yeah.
get something and you say, let's
There's
work on this.
there's an old book called, I think it's the five love language, or I think it's love
The
language
the
from,
five love languages.
yes,
Yeah.
from Gary Chapman. And it is, if you're going through something with your husband or your wife, and you want to just see what else is possible before choosing, because choosing to divorce is okay also, but do you sometimes just want to make like what else is possible before making this decision? And this is why I bought that book, and we just like enjoy practicing new thing or exploring new thing. Like, thank you for putting the garbage outside, but we were saying thank you with like with the knife between the teeth. Let's try gratitude.
Yeah, but I loved it because it started and you say it. There was not much romanticism when you started saying thank you for this and thank you for this and thank you and thank you. But even if you become aware of the
Yes,
expectations of, I want you to take the trash out and it's your job, and then when he does it without asking it, we go over it because you should have done it anyway.
exactly. And it's not about that. It's about, thank you for that. It makes more space in my universe. It makes more space in the life, in the house. It's something very energetic. It's not even about the garbage. It's about, I don't know how to say it. I
Uh, I
Yeah,
would say it's about receiving
yeah,
each other.
yeah. It's about receiving. Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, having shivers.
and then there are two more things at least that I want to go through
Yeah,
with you.
yeah,
Because this book is like, to me it's like and it's not a manual. It's what do you give people? It's a quick guide to emergency situations with a
yeah,
long lasting effect.
yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. And that, but you were talking about at some point you were pregnant,
Yeah.
and you were talking also about the child that didn't want to be called Samuel, but
Yeah.
he wanted to be Simon.
Yes.
And then you also talk about the way you communicate with your body,
Yeah.
and then that you have this way of touching your body every morning and thanking it for can you say more about this invitation? Have you ever been like this? Have you always talked to your body, or
I started talking to my body when I trained for Ironman in 2011, 2012. When I got depression, yes, I had pills and I was at home, but fabulous doctor told me do sports as much as you can, up to 6 hours a day. It was not about 6 hours, it was just like him hitting me with a cosmic something like pow. You have to move. You have to stay in the present moment. And when you're moving, you are in the present moment. So I start running and biking and swimming, and I made triathlon, and I went from coach potato to athlete and going to races all over the world and winning few things. So it was really fun. But I always had this conversation with my body, and I didn't know, knowing what I know now, what I went through with access consciousness. Okay, I was already doing that because I was talking to my body. And then when I made the Ironman, I was always asking me, are you okay? Do you want to continue? Are you okay? What do you need? Are you okay? And I remember being
wow?
very tired at one point. I was biking, and it was 180 kilometers of bike before running a marathon. And I was biking, and I say, okay, now I'm tired. I need to rest. So I'm going to ask someone who's dead and who wants to bike. I'm offering my body so you can bike again. Blackout. 40K, open my eyes. Well, probably my eyes were open, but just got, oh, thank
I
you for
reached the
that.
finish line.
Yeah, yeah, I'm refreshed. And I didn't know we could do that. I don't even know if it makes sense, but I just knew there was something else. And when I cream my face now, and I was like makeuping myself before having you, and I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you for having such a nice skin. Thank you for, oh, wow. And your skin is so soft. Thank you for that. Thank you for being so strong. And I really enjoy touching myself because I know that one day it will be over. I'm just going to be spirit or guide or angel or I don't know. And I won't be able to touch my body again. So, how about having fun with my body right now?
How about having fun with my body right now?
Yeah.
Mm, okay, and when people, sometimes people get into this really, how should I say, naughty place where they say, why would I care about my body when I'm having so many things that I'm missing in my life? I don't have the partner, I don't have the this, I don't have the that. It should be first that, and then I will take care of
Yeah.
my body. What
Yeah.
would you tell them?
Well, I would try, I would go for gratitude. So tell me something you like. Tell me something you like about your body. And I remember being naked in front of the mirror and trying to find somewhere. Ooh, which part of my body could I have gratitude? And I started with the collarbone here. I said, I like that part. you know?
You would be surprised how much I wish I had a collarbone visible, but I don't. So you didn't pick the right spot. You didn't.
And then it was my calf. And then
Oh,
oh yeah, I was turning around like, okay, where? Oh, that oh, yeah, breast. Well, when I hold my shoulders that way, breast is really still at the good place. So let's play with that for the day. It's about choosing. It's so much about choosing. I can always focus on everything that's not working, but it's not creating anything in my life. And this is what I'm telling people. What does it create when you're always focusing on what's not working, what's ugly, what you don't have? Infinite possibilities, infinite abundance, infinite, like, I don't have money. Yeah, but do you have food? Do you have people caring for you? This is infinite abundance. This is and I'm willing again to be wrong. Maybe some people don't resonate and really don't like the speech I have, but I just say, how do I want to see life? What's going to be bringing me higher vibration? What's going to create more space? How do I want to create my life? and having fun with my body and playing on this huge playground. This is a playground. We chose to come here. We just come, oh, yeah, I'm going to go on Earth having a break on vacation. When you see your life as being on vacation from being a guide, that makes so much space in my life.
There's so much more playfulness. You cannot have it right, and it's still okay.
Yeah, we're going on vacation. So we were probably talking to each other on a cloud. I don't know if it was a century ago, saying, "Hey, how about like meeting in 2020 or and making fun and we're going to be in a new era, new earth, new paradise, and we're going to create something completely different. And we're going to break cycles and we're going to have fun with our bodies and we're going to like talk about consciousness and how we're going to get there. We don't know, but we're going to enjoy everything about it." So I enjoyed being a reporter. I enjoyed having depression. Even enjoy, and even if it can sound weird, I enjoyed the way my mom made her transition.
Yeah.
I honor that, the way she chose that. It was spectacular. She just went from having a body to not having a body, and it was very quick. I enjoy what my dad is choosing through Alzheimer. So he's just taking his consciousness to go to the other side before his body. Okay, how do I want to play with that? Do I want to make it serious and say it's terrible? No, there's no energy there. So, wow, how creative can he be? He did that. Do I want to choose that? No. So, what can I ask for the way I will make transition? So, I'm asking for dying after an orgasm.
I was just a poor guy who's going to be there with you. If there's a guy who's going to be there with you, he stays with the trauma for the rest of his life. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
well,
I'm kidding. But
well, I don't know. Maybe I could tell him if one day I die while having sex, say thank you. I'm gonna honor you for I'm gonna be your best guide ever. Thank you for leaving me, for making my transition so joyful. This is how the way you have to see it.
how my naked mind went to places. I'm not going to say out loud what's going on in my head. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, I'm like crossed over by light.
Yeah. And my ego, this is my body wants to die with an orgasm, but my ego would like to be hidden by a lightning because I'm so strong. I'm so powerful. I have so much energy that I would, yeah, this was, and I would like also like my body disappears and there's only clothes, like Star Wars, or like Luke Skywalker. Like nobody
Then
understands how come I disappear, but this is energy. This is pure energy.
I love it. And this is actually a beautiful topic for your transition class. Ask
Yes,
people how they would like to
do
go.
they? And how
How
can we prepare the next life? When I tell I had a client who was making her transition because she had breast cancer and she was really young, having young kids. And I said, okay, well, let's prepare your vision board. Well, I have nothing to visualize, but of course,
there's a new life coming.
there's a new life coming. Just you want to be a guide, you want to come back. Do you want maybe to be the daughter of your daughters? When you want to come back? In which country you want to? Which house? What do you want to experience? Can we really do that? Of course. It's not stopping here. It's like your your thoughts create your reality. So let's have great thoughts to have another great reality after we pass.
And I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. This is beautiful. This is such a different perspective on what we hear every day around us these days. So
Yeah.
thank you for that. And I still want to ask you, what is your favorite way of playing? How do you play? What is your favorite moment of playing? Or how do you do that? Do you play all day long, or
Yeah.
do you have dedicated time, or how do you do that?
This is we're having fun. We're playing right now. We're
Oh,
talking.
I totally have fun.
Yeah. So I can have fun all day long. I do like sex. I do like having a glass of wine. I do like trekking and going outside and being in the nature, but everything is fun. Whenever I get serious, there's a piece of me that's missing. I'm like, you're being too serious right now. This is not fun for me. So what can I choose now to add some light, to be the uplifter for my life?
Wow. What can I choose in right now to be the uplifter of my life? We make it a meme. We
Yeah,
make it a meme.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, so wait, but that then it's actually taking away the myth that you have to look for somebody or for something, or everything is inside you.
yeah, everything. And I'm my best client. I'm a great client. For myself, I'm a great client. You know, I'm the greatest client I can have. And this is what I explain to my clients. I just like, okay, this is what happened to me. I went there because it's not about being perfect. It's about choosing or just looking at, oh, what's happening right now? I'm just going on autopilot. I'm just like full of shit right now. Okay, let's
Wow.
enjoy that. And then what can I choose? And I love to be curious about everything. I love to be
Mm.
curious about, oh, what's that? And I call, when we talk about anger or sadness or whatever you want, guilt, I call it now energy. Oh, this is it. So I'm not putting an etiquette or a
A
tag on
label
it,
on it?
a
Yeah.
label on it. Thank you. I'm just saying, oh, this is an interesting energy. I know that. I lived that a few times. What is that? Okay, show me once the first time I got that energy with no words. Oh, I was 4. Nah, I was
Yeah.
3. Oh, that's cool. How many times did I see it and not acknowledge it?
Yeah.
38 times. Oh, wow. Is are you like being in my hand right now just so I can release you? Oh, thank you for that today. What a great play we're having together. Thank you for having this talk with me. I'll let you
Oh,
go.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like, guys, how many things can you hold in your hands right now
Yeah.
and are telling you that they are ready to go, and let them go? I mean, it's like, this makes me think of the balloons,
Yeah.
the hot air balloons. You
Yes.
cannot go up unless you let go of
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. And we're here for that. We're here to let go. Like uplifters. This is such a nice word. Like let's uplift the anger. Let's uplift the sadness, the guilt. Let's uplift everything. It's the only move I want to do is say, oh, okay. This is why I came to uplift everything that's making my life maybe miserable, but these are so great gifts.
Wow. Nah, well, I knew I had to talk to you.
I will talk all day.
Oh, I know. Me too. But at some point, we will have to round it up.
Yeah.
We don't have to. We can, let's
Yeah.
make people curious. We will discuss in the on the backstage.
Yes.
Like there is more going on, people.
Yes.
But right now, I know that you have a very cute, sweet, delicious, uplifting program going on.
Yes.
You are a monitrice du camp du jour terrestre.
Yes.
Now you translate that for me into English because I have no idea how to translate it, and tell us what's going on there.
Okay. I
And
would say it's like, how do you call it's like summer camp, but it's not summer camp. But it would be easier for me to translate it as a summer camp. And how do you call the people that like
animator or
yeah, yeah. It would be an animator or monitor or of summer
moderate?
camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just play with clients, asking them questions. Sometimes it's breath work and sometimes it's channeling. It's like, what's on your mind right now? And how can I play with that? And how can we see things differently? How can we just like look at things differently? Stop looking on your belly button. Lift up your head. and see what's possible. So I'm live on the morning, on Monday mornings, and then I just make an audio on the Wednesday, and we have a resume de la semaine of the week on the Friday, and I just play with. It's like being live with a group of people and enjoying and answering questions and just like, I don't know. It's just having fun. It's having fun with people, breaking barriers, unlocking the cages. Well, it's not even unlocking the cages. It's opening the cages because there's rarely locks on the cages because it's
Yeah.
our own cage. So we cannot lock from the outside. We just got, I'm going to hold it. Stop. Okay. I got the image. Stop holding the door.
Stop holding a door. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're holding the door. You don't want to make it open, but you're like, just do this and
It's
open the door.
it's it's like you would like to go outside, but at the same time you don't know whether you have permission to
Yeah,
go outside. And then we say, I don't mind permission. You start pushing because somehow you haven't learned yet how to pull it.
yeah, exactly.
Aren't we cute? Aren't we
Yeah,
bright? We
we're
do
so
all
cute.
this.
Yes.
I love that. I
And we
love that.
love making our life so difficult because there's so much value of having a hard life, being courageous. Oh,
I,
going through trauma. Oh, you're
I
so courageous.
I'm just going to show you something because I literally underlined it in the book.
Yeah.
It's justification,
Yeah.
and it says it's an art of justifying yourself so that you can bathe and rest or stay in your
Shit.
shit. So I love that. I love that. I mean, it's a true delight to read it in French. For everybody who's reading French, please grab hold of this book.
Thank you so much.
And I just pulled a confession from you that you're about to have it in English as well. So
Yes.
hold your horses, not too tight, but hold
Oh, yeah.
on the reins.
So, who can help me translate that book? Ask me the
Okay.
question. Okay.
The
Who can?
question is
Yeah, the
loud.
question is open now. Yeah. Who can?
Yay!
Yeah.
And if you're ready and if you're willing, then you can find Karine on her website, karinechampagne.ca.
Yeah.
And you can also see there her program about Le Camp du Jour Terrestre, which is in
Yeah.
French, right?
Yeah, it is. But hey, what else is possible?
What else is
Go in
possible?
English? Sure. Being translated? Why not? Doing like, let's play. The
Let's
playground is so huge.
let's play. And the transmissions or transitions. Oh well.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
transmissions during transitions.
yeah.
That's maybe something you would like to.
Well, the next class, the next master class is transmission.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So
So
you got it.
people, there's a lot coming up. I'm going to
Yeah,
add the links. Now I don't know how to do that
that's
in
okay.
StreamYard, but
Yeah.
I'm going to add the links. And I'm really, really, really honored. And I had so much fun. I mean,
Yeah.
we're doing
I've got
so
shivers.
like,
I'm cold. I had so much fun. Yeah. And we're playing together a little bit later today.
yes, we're playing
We're
together.
exploring new things and let's see what will happen for both of us.
I'm so curious, literally
I'm
so
so
curious.
curious. Yes.
And that's like yeah, what else is there that you're ready to unfold and to discover? And some of you have already been on the whispers from within. If not, well, this is a chance for you to go there too. And in the meantime, I would just like to add this thing. Thank you for having put the messages from your guides in your book. It's such an honoring of whoever you choose to be today and tomorrow and all the lifetimes from now on.
Yes. You're so strong.
Thank you so, 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 so much.
Thank you.
And well, let's continue this conversation in the
Backstage.
backstage.
Yes. Thank you so much, Elena. I love
Thank you
you.
so much,
Thank
Karine.
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.